when we talk about discipline, there's also a side where we need to kind of enforce certain things. There are times when we teach our children. There are actually times when we need to put down rules. In the training of our children, they need guidance. I believe that children, what they really need is guidance. They need somebody who knows what they are doing, somebody they can look up to, somebody they will feel confident that actually, yes, they know what they are doing. And we thank God that we have had some of these, you know, as especially the one that, it ties up with what Sister Tamara said. Sometimes when we for example, we want to correct our children, which is part of disciplining, want to correct them, we have to come from a place where we are not trying to kind of pour out our raw emotions. We end up hurting them. So we need, for example, she said we have to pan out kind of appropriate consequences. They've got to be appropriate to what is happening. We have to reinforce good behavior. We cannot look away from actually, that's what we should be looking out for most, the good in them, and then we have to reinforce that.
I'll go back to what Grace Muma just said. That we need to allow children to express themselves. Sometimes when maybe there's unforgiveness there towards the child, maybe this child is strong-willed and always opposes us. Anytime they do something, maybe we tell ourselves, okay, maybe this time I'm calm, but there's something there in maybe in your heart there's unforgiveness, and next time that before that child says anything, they've done something, you already at them, you don't give them a chance even to explain themselves. And also I like what Sister Tamara said, that she has to submit herself to the will of God first, to learn to love. We have to learn to love ourselves. Even Jesus said that love others the way you love yourself. You cannot love a child, even your own child, without loving yourself, without knowing who you are. You love who you are, what you're created to be. And also, Sister Tamara said sometimes we don't know who we are naturally. The child that we were when we were young, whatever we went through, we want to correct it with this child. This child is different from us, and we cannot impose everything we wanted to be on them. We want them, because I didn't study medicine. I was not good at particular things, so my child has to do it. I have to say, from my background, the African background, where anyone can tell you who is here that that is even in the church, we still have this thing that my child has to be this. So it's more of something that has to come out, pride. This is how they will see me if my child has studied this. So irrespective of what the child wants to be, you want to push your own agenda to the child, and that will spoil the relationship between you and the child, will bring commotion all the time between you and the child will not want to listen to you anyway, because you're trying to push your agenda on this child. I'll give an example. My child used to like sports, maybe in primary, and now she's something she doesn't want to do. I cannot push that on them, because they have their reasons as to why they don't want to do it. And it's a good thing, because they are changing. Maybe their interests are changing as they are developing. They are changing. So it's not about me and what I want to say to other people. Oh, my child does sports. She likes this. She's good at running. It's about her and what what is put in her to do and what she will be. Because I know that if I'm trying to push her to compromise the relationship between me and her, and we've had these talks before, even with my husband, that I need to go easy on them. Like I said, sometimes it's a background, and we need to bring ourselves even to our children, like Sister Tamara said, and we ask for forgiveness, repent of anywhere we've done things out of selfishness, because we want this child to be the trophy child.